Hello everyone, it's Maria here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Thank you all so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be making a card using the Rooted in Nature stamp set. This comes as a double set, so it's basically two sets in one, and it also coordinates with the matching dies. Today I'm just going to be using this tree here and maybe these leaves. I'm still thinking about that one. So this is just a card that's work in process. I'm going to be using the Waterfront stamp set, so I'll be using this image and that image. I'm going to do some lazy watercolouring, and I love the sentiments in this. Friends make the good times better. I absolutely love this. So you'll see this card as it goes in progress. I haven't done it before, but it's a vision that I have in my head. I'm using the Animal Friends Thinlit dies, and this is what they look like. And I'm just going to be using the dies today, and possibly this little, it's like a little branch with some leaves on it. So I'll be using that. And I'll be using the Little Loves Framelit dies. I'm having a bit of a love affair with this lately. And I'll be using the elephant and the lion. So we'll get started on this card. And to begin with, I'm going to be using some Pineapple Punch cardstock. This is an A4 cut in half, and I've scored it in half, and I'm going to burnish that score line now. And I forgot to bring my, whatchamacallit, the bone folder. So I'm going to use a block that I have on hand here. And I'm just going to use that to burnish my score line. Works well, does the job, and it's perfect. No problem. I'm going to be using a piece of watercolour paper. This can be any dimension you like, so it depends on what card base you want. I'm going to use it in landscape mode, and I'm going to mat it on top of this, just a little strip of black right rounds, because I want it to be really striking. So we'll see what we're going to do with this. And to start off with, I'm going to piece of, I've got a post-it note and my 1-inch circle punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a 1-inch circle using that. Oops. And this will be like a mask for me. And this will be like a template. Now that didn't do very well, but it doesn't matter, we're going to use it. So I'm just going to get an idea of where I want things laid out. So I'm going to pop this tree here, I think. And so therefore I'll put this over here, my template over here. And if it bleeds a little bit, that's okay, because I'm going to make a sunrise or a sunset. It can be both. Okay, so I've got some Pineapple Punch ink pad, and I've got a sponge with a bulldog clip, and I am going to make the sun pretty bright. So I'm going to try and keep that together. Oops. And if it kind of bleeds out, I don't mind. I want it to be an intense, bright yellow. So Pineapple Punch is really good like that. And as you can see now, it looks like that. And that's fine if it's got a bit of yellow up there. That's perfectly fine, because it will go with what I'm after. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get out my Grapefruit Grove ink pad. Actually, I will open it up. And my Pineapple Punch ink pad. And I've also got some Pool Party. And I've got some Smoky Slate. So with the 1-inch circle punch that I have cut out, I'm just going to put that there as a mask. And then I've got some Smoky Slate as well. So I'll keep these all here. And I've got a piece of paper here, so I'm going to use that as a scratch paper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry this with my heat tool, and I will be back. Okay, so I've just finished heating this up with my heat tool. It's pretty dry. It's still a little bit damp, but that's okay. So this is like a messy sunrise, sunset, whatever you want to see it as, really. So what I'm going to grab now is my tree, and that is from the Rooted in Nature stamp set. It's this one over here. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use my Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp that tree in just Memento Tuxedo Black. Nice and easy. I'll turn this over. It's actually easier to stamp upside down at times. Ink that up really well. And then I'm just going to stamp that right in the middle there of that. And just hold it down for a few seconds just to make sure that the ink transfers. And because also this is watercolour paper and it's textured, you really want to make sure that that image transfers well. And look at that. Isn't that great? I love that. That's just awesome. Okay, it's just the one tree, so you can see the sun peeking from behind the tree, which I don't mind. I think it looks fantastic. So I'll just give my stamp a bit of a wipe. And my chamois gets rid of most of the ink, which is fantastic. So off that goes. Alrighty, so if you're seeing the light going on and off, we have a really horrible gloomy day today in Sydney, and it's raining and it's gross. Alright, so I'll let that just sit for a little while to dry off a little bit more, but I really love that. The sentiment we're going to put on last, but what I'm going to do now is bring up my Big Shot. So I'll just get rid of my craft mat here and just give it a wipe. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my Big Shot, and I'm going to use my Big Shot platform with the thin die adapter and a cutting plate. And we're going to do very basic cutting here, just with black cardstock. And I think that is it with this, with the cutting there. So I'll just get rid of the framelits. Okay, I'm just putting my framelits back so I don't lose them. Okay, so as you can see now, we have a lion, the elephant, and some more leaves. I'll leave this now over there. I'll just grab my scissors so I can poke out the leaves. And they've come out beautifully. Very nice and delicate. So we're going to do some creative snipping here. I'll pop this away so I don't lose it, because it's a very tiny, very delicate little die. Whoops. Oh, don't fall down. Okay. So, with this elephant, I'm going to snip it on the side there. In one line there. It looks like that. Really cool. With the lion, this is going to be a little tricky, so I'm just going to do my own kind of scallops there. It doesn't have to be precise because the lion's mane is generally not very precise. So there's the mane here. I might just put him there down here as if they're looking at the sunrise and the sunset. They're like some animal friends. That's the vision I have. And I've got some leaves up here. Like so. I think that's the vision. And then I might stamp some leaves here on the side. And I think I will do that actually, is I'll stamp some leaves. So I'll grab my stamp set and I'll grab these little leaves and I'll just stamp them just on the sides there. So it looks like they're in amongst trees and leaves, and I'll just stamp them actually along here and here. Now the weather's turning, oh, it's just pouring with rain at the moment, and there's a little bit of thunder. So if you hear thunder, don't get concerned. Yeah, great day to film, not. Oops, all right. Just grab a piece of paper. I'll get my Tuxedo black ink out, Memento. I love this ink, my favourite black ink of all time. And I'm just going to ink that up and stamp it. Yeah, that looks fantastic. And like that. And then I'm actually going to do one, ooh, lightning. Just do one here, I think. And I think that looks really cool. Ooh, can you hear the thunder? I'm not sure if you can hear the thunder come through. As I said, it's a really miserable, thundery rain. Lots and lots of rain. Oh dear. All right. So I'll grab my glue and I'm going to start sticking all of these gorgeous little items down. So just use my tweezers because, yeah, it just makes it easier. I think that looks a little better, doesn't it? A bit more black. I'll try not to make it too dark, but I want it to be realistic. All right. And I think I have done that now. Just cleaning off my brush, wiping off the Memento off my block. And I think that that looks a lot better. And I like that. I like that a lot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim off all those excess pieces off that part. trim that all off. Get rid of that. And I think that looks wonderful. I really love that. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my card base. And I think that looks fabulous, but I think it really does need to be matted on to black cardstock. So I'm just going to grab my ATG. There we go, got it. All right, so now I'm going to stick this down. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment, maybe. I haven't decided yet, hang on. I'm not sure if it will go, but I do like the sentiment because they look like they're a bunch of animal friends. So I'm going to get my Memento ink that friends make good times better. And they're just having a nice bonding time with their friends. So I'm just going to put that, I think, up here. Friends make the good times better. I think that turned out really super cute. And I'm going to now map this onto my Pineapple Punch cardstock, and I think that looks really striking. I love that. Okay, got that there. I'll just mat it on. And I think that turned out fabulous. I hope you all like it as well. And I hope you enjoyed watching this evolve. It was a lot of fun to make, and you know, you can mix and match all of your stamp sets. So as you could see, I was a lazy watercolorer, so you can use the Waterfront stamp set, which is all watercolor, or you can just do it yourself with a brush, but it's up to you. But I think that turned out great. Love the tree and this gorgeous image. Look how nicely it stamps. Just give you a nice close-up. I really like that. And with the dies, you can make them look like silhouette images, and I think they turned out fab. I hope you all like this card, and also don't forget, you can also use your Little Thinlit dies too, the Animal Friends and the Little Loves. You don't have to use it for baby as well, you can use this for just for fun like this. So hope you all like it. If you don't have a demonstrator here in Australia and you would like to purchase from me, I would really appreciate your business, and this will help to keep content going on YouTube if you purchase from me. So yeah, I hope you all like it. Take care. This is all available in my online store at peppelyrose.stampinup.net, and I hope to earn your business, and I hope to see you again next time. It'll be great, and we'll see what we'll do next time in our next video. Bye for now.